Just because I shove harpies and dragon snatches does not make me a gooner. I'm an educator, okay? Like, I'm literally talking about the origins of the Blitz Dragon. Since I don't talk about my mangas enough, apparently, let's talk about Warlocks. Because in chapter 16 of The Devil's Deal, Elma's got that Kratos moment to either make a deal with the devil or end up like this guy getting his heart ripped out and getting it made out. Sacrifice like Polly's lizard lover. So the basic question is, what is a warlock? Well, it's any caster that gets their power from a source that specifically operates on the elder magic section of the magic spectrum. 95% of the time, the warlock has to make a contract with the patron in order to receive the power. We also need to remember, not all warlocks are created equal. That's because every patron is different. You can have everything from Lovecraftian horror creatures, like what we see Selma making a subcontract with, Devil, which is what Selma made her main contract through. You could always go Grand Fae, Gods, and Celestials. There are some basic power sets such as Pulse Blast, Pulse Shield, things like that that are almost universal because it's something easy for the mistress to do. But then there's a subset of powers that is very unique to that patron. Like for Vasigo, his ability that he gifted her is the power of contracts. And that's because Vasigo is an acquisitions lawyer and he's responsible for getting powers and abilities from elder beings to support Hell in exchange for something. And as far as Cheshire, we can see that his ability in chapter 18 has the ability to grant Selma a devil form. We see within that devil form, it comes with a lot of bonuses, such as the Fear Balloon spell, a Fire Barrage spell. In my opinion, probably one of the worst ones is a Clone spell, where they have the ability to touch you harder than P. Diddy did. Body modification to the point that you're a different creature. And probably for him, one of the worst ones is the ability to recall the dead for illusions. This man's having to lose his family twice. Okay, so warlocks get a ton of power, but what do they have to give up? They just have to give their soul up? We'll learn about Selma's contract a little bit later, but for example, she has to allow Vasigo to live within her body. But the thing is, depending on the type of patron you have is going to kind of dictate what they want. Because devils, sure, they want souls, but it is more beneficial to them to get a warlock that is going to go on quests to enhance their ability to leverage assets on the mortal world to get them larger amounts of souls into the 10 hells. Why would they give you power in return for your soul when they can leverage you to get a system in place that's going to get them tens of thousands? Elder beings can want everything from knowledge to nonsensical requests all the way to world domination, and you gotta spend your life working toward that. It's probably going to deal with something nature-based, preserving something, destroying something that's opposing nature or the spirits. We've already talked about what gods would want as their warlock. So if you like the lore, grab a copy of The Devil's Deal while I still got some in stock. While you're at it, grab a copy of The Night of Slaughter. It takes place in the same world. Expect more lore from the Mating Manual soon. If you want to see it in the meantime, grab a Ruby Gold or a Diamond to get an original character in the lore.